Hello dears, welcome to English classes at Radhika English. Let's learn when Salihan took on the Raj, which is a lesson taken from A03 readings from the Fringes. Here, the writer P. Sainath is telling about a lady by name Salihan who was an unknown freedom fighter.
The full name of P. Sainath is Palgumi Sainath. He is an Indian journalist. He is always fighting for the poor and the depressed class of people. He has won around 40 globally renowned awards, including Padma Bhushan. But he has rejected Padma Bhushan as a very responsible journalist. In this article, he is telling about the unrecorded freedom fighter Salihan, who was a tribal woman. She fought against the British government in her own way. Let us see what has happened to Salihan and how her story is important in the history of freedom struggle. The story has happened in 1930 when she was only 16 years of age. With other tribal women, Dimati De Sabar, that was the original name of Salihan, was working in the field. At that time, a girl rushed towards the field and informed Salihan that the British police officers are attacking the tribals and they have attacked Salihan's father also. By listening to this, Salihan rushed towards her home and found that her father has been shot on his leg and was bleeding. As a very loving daughter, she could not control herself. With the help of other tribal women, she attacked the police officer who has shot her father. This is the story of Salihan. She bravely fought against the British police officer, thereby the British government itself. So she was very fearless during that time. Bad of her age, she fought fearlessly against the British kingdom. Uh, the British government could not control their emotions against Salihan. A poor tribal woman of 16 has fought against them. As a result of this, her father Karthik Sabar, sister Banti, Ganga Talan, and Sakha Toran and other relatives were arrested by the government. They are actually taking their revenge upon Salihan. Now, Sainath is telling that the incident in which he saw Salihan, she was about 90 years of age when he met her. But even at that time, the spirit of bravery or the spirit of freedom was there in the face of Salihan. Now, Sainath is telling about the reality. What is the reality now? Even after 60 or 70 years of freedom, those deprived class is not at all getting freedom. Here, Salihan has taken part in the freedom struggle. She fought against the British government and the British police officer very bravely. But what happened? Her life is struggling even now in the free India because of poverty. She is not at all receiving any kind of pension. We know that there is almost all freedom fighters are getting pensions. But Salihan is not at all getting any kind of assistance from the government, even though she has participated in the freedom struggle. But what is the reason? The reason is that nowhere her name is registered, nowhere her name is being recorded. That is the reason she is not at all getting any pension. No one is considering her as a freedom fighter, and her life is in struggle. She is struggling with poverty. Sainath is now telling about a very a controversial issue, that who benefited out of freedom. With no doubt, it can be said that only the feudals and the rich people got benefited out of freedom. The poor are always remaining poor in this country. They are not at all being noted by the government. That is the case of Salihan also. And her country, that is not her country, and the place in which she was living in Odisha is dominated by the feudals now. They became richer after freedom. Uh, but Salihan is not at all affected by all these controversies. A smile, a beautiful smile is there in her face when Sainath met her and talked to her. She was 90 years of age. Remember, when Sainath met her, she was struggling with poverty. Even now, she was smiling. This shows her immense amount of bravery. Sainath is telling about her demise, which happened in 2002. This video is about an unrecorded freedom fighter, Salihan. Maybe because of her birth, that is, she was born as a tribal woman, she has been neglected from the history of Indian freedom struggle. Anyway, read the text after listening to the video, read the text thoroughly, and if you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.